Hello everybody. I'd like to welcome you to squash bug control, hopefully. This is my garden. Zucchini, yellow squash, spaghetti squash back over there and right in there. And we also have cucumbers and cantaloupe. With the squash bugs, we'll start out in all your squash varieties, and they will transfer over. I've had, at least in my instance, I've had them, go over and do damage to all the others. Going to take it upon that you've already got squash bugs, and hopefully help you have some abilities to take care of them. First thing I like to do is go through. If you don't have an abundance of plants, which mine are getting to the point I can't look at all of them. Look on the underside of the leaves and look for the eggs. In these areas, either on the stalks or underside the leaves, you will see a little group of, and I don't have any, I just looked through here, but if you have a little group of eggs, what I like to do is use a section of duct tape . Like so. If you had eggs up there underneath this area, use the duct tape, put on there, and pull them off. Just keep on using that duct tape right in that same area until you lift those all off, and just continue to do that till you get them all off. Wad that duct tape off, throw it away. Now when you get to the point where you have active, which I do have some in there. I saw some earlier. I went to go pick this zucchini in here. What I like to do for that, get a small spray bottle, any sort of spray bottle that you've had, and all this is in the bottom is liquid soap. I don't know that any of the brand, anything matters. As you can see, I've got about a ½ inch there in the bottom of that liquid soap, that spray bottle. I'm going to fill that up with water, and I'm going to use that to spray the bugs. When I see the squash bugs, I'll spray them with that mixture. Squash bugs breathe through their shell, and this actually causes them to suffocate. From my experience, the larger ones will take about a minute to die, and they'll die in place. The small ones, young ones, will die within seconds, wherever they're at. So I'm going to mix that up, and what I also do, squash bugs don't like moisture. I'm going to spray these plants with water, sprinkle them, to get them all good and wet, and those squash bugs will come up on the top of the plants to dry out. And at that point I'll be able to spray them, be able to see them more moving on top, and I'll spray those with the solution. We'll see if we can get some to come up here. As you can see, there's squash bugs moving down there. I've wet the plant. So after you're done watering your garden, you use a sprinkler. I actually like to water my plants individually, just so I don't have to deal with the as much hoeing. Easier for me to keep the weeds, number of weeds held down. Yeah, I can't. Anyway, I'm going to, here's my water soap solution. Added water to this bottle. Here's one right up here on the leaf here. That's come up to the top. I'm just going to spray him down. Just soak them good with that spray mixture, and that will take care of them. The other thing I like to do is as you have the leaves die, either from damage, leaves and stalk, from damage or squash bugs, go ahead and nip those off towards the base of where it connects to the plant, and pull all that dead matter out of there. Squash bugs like dead matter, and they will get underneath that. Another thing you can do is put a shingle, some sort of, or a piece of wood next to the plant, and in the nighttime it gets a little bit cooler, and they will get under those areas. You can take that off in the mornings. You can see this one kind of moving his wings there, that he's been sprayed. Good safe method for killing squash bugs. This is the one that's been sprayed here. Like I said, they're dead within just a short time. The bigger they are, the little bit longer it takes. But a very effective method. And like I said, get rid of the dead matter, anything that dies. Go ahead and cut those off, get those out of there. They like those areas. And watch underneath for the eggs where they lay their eggs on the inside of the leaves or on the stalks. Use duct tape, lift those off, just throw it away, and it has helped tremendously. Like I said, I like to water my plants individually. Some people say, well, it takes too long to water. Well, when you think of the amount of weeding that goes on, it's much easier for me, in my case, than weeding the whole garden. This will control your weed population tremendously. That's all from here. Hopefully that will help you on your squash bug problems if you run into that. I know until I figured this out, I'd actually read this, some different areas, old timers had done this, and tried it for the past few years, and it does do the job. Thank you, and good luck with your garden.